Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make these three-dimensional roses or flowers. I will call them roses out of these flower punches. So all you'll need for this tutorial are some flower punches. And I use these are EK Tools, the brand is called. But I just use this little flower punch. And I punched out some colored cardstock. So you can use 4 to 5 punches for these flowers. I like to use 5. But for some reason I only have 4 of each here. So let me show you guys how to make these. So you'll need your punches. You'll need some glue, your glue of choice. I prefer to use wet glue. This Fabri-Tac works okay for me. I am looking for another wet adhesive that might be a little better. I use the 3-in-1. It's by the same brand, Beacon. On this one, and you can kind of see the glue. It kind of bothers me. But if that happens, you can always like paint over it. I'm probably going to glitter this up or something. Do something to kind of hide that. So I'm going to be using Fabri-Tac glue. If you guys know a better adhesive to use, comment below so that anyone who is looking for a good glue can also check it out. I'm going to be using the bottom of this brush. So you guys can use the bottom. You really want like something a little bit thick in size and round. And I'm also going to be using this nail dot tool that has the really thin part here. So let's go ahead. Let me show you guys how to do this tutorial. Could have sworn I had another purple punch out. But let's just go ahead and work with what we have. I apologize to anyone who was watching my live video earlier where I was trying to create these live. You guys know how it is with my kids. My son was crying throughout the video. So I had to go attend to him and shut the video off and delete it. So let's get started. So I'll make one with this double-sided print paper also. Alright, so let's get started. So what you're going to do is we're going to make the bud first. And to make the bud, we're going to get our punch. Let me just zoom in because I really want you guys to see this. I'm going to use the fat side of a brush. And I'm just going to press it down in my palm so that it bends like so. Okay? It's no longer flat. You can even like kind of close your palm and it'll make it fold even more. Once you do this step, we're going to go ahead and fold these petals. So to fold it, I kind of push in with this finger and fold around with this one, like so. So that's what you want to do, just fold it in half. For each one of these petals, we're going to do that. Guys, you want to put enough pressure, but you don't want to put too much because keep in mind that this is paper that we're working with and we don't want it to break on us. So let me kind of get this glue to come down. I like this Fabri-Tac glue, but it's just really annoying because it kind of bubbles up on top when I'm not using it. And the glue goes down so quickly. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to apply it in the middle and a little bit higher. And all we're going to do is form these together to make a bud. Okay? So once you have it together, you want to hold that, applying pressure Just let it dry a little. All right. So if you want that to be closer, just eyeball it. If you want it to be a little bit open like that, or if you want it to be tighter like this, it really is up to you. So this one is fine for me. Probably should have had the glue go a little higher if I wanted it to be. You can always go back and add some glue. All right. So that's our first layer. Second one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold our petals. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember to stay in frame. So I'm kind of using my nail to like push it in the middle to help fold. All right, so with this one, I'm going to apply more glue. You don't want to go too high up on the second one because I kind of want some of these petals to curve out. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that bud in there. And I'm going to form these around that one. So once that glue dries a little bit, actually while I'm holding it, you want to apply pressure on the bottom so that that adhesive can stick, give it a chance to dry. And then right here on the tips, I'm going to use this small side, this really thin part of this nail dot tool. And I'm just going to kind of fold the edges, kind of flip the edges and fold them over of these petals while still holding the base, just lightly. You can do some, you can do all, just do whatever looks good to you. Here we go. All right. Now we're gonna go with our third. And what we're gonna do for the third punch is do the middle like we did on the others. But now we are going to fold each of these. So what I like to do is place this tool here and push here while pulling up. So I'm just trying to fold these over around the tool. Okay. So you'll have this shape. You can even push it a little bit to help it out. Then we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the middle like we've been doing. And that is going to give you this shape. Okay, this is what we want. You want it to be curved like that. We're going to glue it down just like we have been. Apply that glue in the middle, and you want to bring it up slightly, not too much. And we're just going to place our other two layers in the middle of that. Give it a chance to adhere. And I like using the wet glue because you can kind of manipulate it a little bit long. You know, you can have some time to manipulate it. I like to place my flowers so that you see how there's two here? And then I want this bottom layer to go in between those two. So that's why I like using the wet adhesive. You guys can use hot glue, but honestly, it dries so quick. I wouldn't recommend using it if this is your first time trying this. But once you master this, you can definitely use hot glue if it's easier for you. Alright. So let's go with our fourth layer. These I'm going to show you doing with 4. We're going to do the exact same thing, guys. But typically I would use 5. These were made with 5. All of these were made with 5. 5 layers. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. Press it in the middle. And we're going to fold. Well, curl. We're going to curl these petals. Alright, give it a little push. A slight push. And we're going to flip that over and press in the middle. Oop. Alright, this is the shape that we want. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my glue. Excuse me, guys. There we go. Apply the glue, bring it just a little bit up, not too much. And I'm going to place this under this layer. And once again, I want to kind of turn it so that one of my petals goes in between the two. It just looks better that way. Let that dry. And there you have a really cute 3-dimensional rose using a flower punch. Let me show you guys how to do one with pattern paper. It gets a little tricky. You want to kind of think of what side you want to show. So for the middle bud, I really want this black and orange part to show. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it around. We're going to go ahead and make the bud by folding it, pushing down and kind of pushing it with your palm. And we're going to bend these petals. Fold them in half. If this tool helps you, you can use this. You can do it without it. Whatever works best for you. I just kind of want to show you guys different things that might help you. Because sometimes what works for some doesn't work for others. Alright. We're going to go ahead and apply the glue. And since this is the bud, we can go ahead and go a little high. So I'm going to kind of just bring the glue up on these petals. And we're going to go ahead. Once you push it together, it really forms easily. Just like so. I'm going to give that time to adhere. So guys, this is a little time consuming, but it's well worth it. So there's our bud. And we're going to go ahead with the second. So this one we're going to use, 5 layers, 5 punches. So for this second one, don't forget we're going to kind of flip this over. And with this one, I don't mind that some of this inside is showing, as you can see there. If you don't want to show, you'll want to flip it on the other side. But for me, I don't mind that showing. I think that you guys will be able to make a ton of these if you kind of made them while you were like watching something, like in front of the TV or something, or the radio, like if you're listening to music. Alright, same thing. I'm going to let it adhere good on the bottom before I roll these out a little bit. Alright, I'm still going to hold it at the base. And I'm just going to go ahead and curl some of these petals. You can leave it like that if you want that look, but I kind of want to flip just some slightly. Not as much as the bottom layers. And I'm just going to use my finger, my nail, to kind of pull those out. I'm still holding the base. Just flipping the tips. Like so. Okay? We'll go to our third one. With our third one, we're going to have it upside down. I'm going to press that in. And we're going to go ahead and curl our petals inward. All right, then we're gonna flip it upside down and once again press in the middle, and there is our next layer of petals. I'm just trying to get this glue. See how it beads up right there? I can't stand it when it does that, but some of it is still wet, so I kind of just slather it on there, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn that to where I want it to be placed. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and fold over my petals. Alright, let's go to our next layer while that's drying. Once again, upside down. And we're just gonna curl our petals inward. Alright, once we have them curled, turn it upside down and press in the middle. Here's our fourth layer. See this glue? I wasted a ton of this glue. There we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place it so that these petals go in between these two. Give it a chance to adhere. And then we're gonna go to our fifth one. So guys, this is really simple to do. I really hope that you guys find this tutorial to be easy. And I hope it inspires you to go ahead and make your own little flowers for your projects. And this is our last layer. Once again, I'm going to glue it so that it's kind of offset with the other ones. Because it doesn't make sense to hide it under the other layers. Because it's like, why do you have it there if it's not going to really show? But I thought that this design was really cute for Halloween. And there you go. Isn't that adorable, guys? And once it's dry, you can go ahead and, you know, fold your flowers however you like. Fix it to how you want. And of course, you can embellish these even more by adding your glitter pens or whatnot. Let's try to do that. I have these Spectrum Noir sparkle pens that I have been neglecting. So let me just go ahead and kind of color this one. I'm just going to color each and every one of those petals. You guys can use your Glimmerist, your sprays. You see that? You can still see some of the glue, because I did use that other glue, but that's not going to bother me because I could paint over that. Alright, so you can see that sparkle there. So beautiful. Let me do this one too. There's a slight sparkle. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this tutorial so I can make others similar to it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.